Zach Bryan, the rising country music star known for his soulful lyrics and captivating performances, has been a fan favorite for years. However, fans are astonished and wondering about the guy behind the song when his ex-girlfriend Brianna Chickenfry made a recent public confession. Bryan has been accused by Brianna in an open expose of being disrespectful, emotionally manipulative, and even exploiting their relationship for his own benefit. Although Bryan's admirers have long admired him for being genuine and vulnerable, Brianna's allegations portray a far bleaker picture of their relationship. As his ex-girlfriend describes a turbulent and poisonous relationship that left her feeling imprisoned and disrespected. The country singer's once bright image is now coming under investigation. In a string of disclosures, Brianna has exposed a side of Zach Bryan that his fans never anticipated, tearing back the curtain on the man who many thought was a kind, grounded celebrity. Brianna's story is a difficult and enlightening insight into a relationship that was far from the fairy tale many had expected. From manipulating her emotions to using her image for his own benefit. Fans are left wondering if the man behind the music is the hero they believed him to be, or something else as the drama develops. 1. Gaslighting and emotional manipulation. The claim that Zach Bryan emotionally manipulated Brianna during their relationship is among the most damaging ones she made against him. Brianna claims that Bryan would frequently gaslight her, giving her the impression that she was exaggerating or misinterpreting his actions when she brought up problems. Brianna experienced loneliness and confusion as a result of gaslighting, a psychological technique intended to cause someone to doubt reality. She frequently began to doubt her own intuition. Brianna has talked about how hard it was for her to stay true to herself when they were together. Even when it was obvious that Bryan was at blame, she says he would manipulate events to his advantage, making it appear as though she was at fault. Brianna's mental health eventually suffered as a result of these emotional games, which finally caused the breakup. In addition to being harmful in romantic relationships, this type of manipulation can damage a person's sense of reality and self-worth, putting them in a state of emotional instability all the time. 2. Disrespectful and publicly disgraceful conduct. Bryan's seeming indifference to Brianna's concerns regarding their relationship's public handling was another startling admission from her perspective. Bryan frequently treated her disrespectfully in public, which was not only embarrassing but also diminished her dignity, as Brianna has noted. She has given examples of how Bryan would casually discuss their relationship in public, brushing off her worries or disparaging her in front of friends or complete strangers. Brianna felt stuck in a bad relationship that was being closely examined by a large audience, which was made worse by the humiliation's public aspect. She has established a career in the spotlight, so the pressure of her partner treating her disrespectfully only made her feel more powerless. Shaming your partner in public is a behavior that frequently indicates underlying problems with power dynamics at work, which renders the relationship unhealthy and unsustainable. 3. Accusation and lack of accountability. Brianna has accused Zach Bryan of constantly evading accountability for his deeds during their relationship. She observed that rather than taking responsibility for his own failings, Bryan was frequently quick to place the blame on other people or outside factors. Brianna claims that Zach rarely accepted responsibility for their relationship's failures, instead placing the blame on her or even on circumstances beyond of their control. Their toxic relationship was further exacerbated by this lack of accountability. Honesty and understanding between partners are essential for healthy relationships. But when one person refuses to own up to their mistakes or take ownership of their actions, the other partner feels ignored and dismissed. Bryan has a serious character trait that would raise red flags for anyone looking for a mature and healthy relationship, as seen by Brianna's remarks regarding his lack of self-awareness and willingness to own up to mistakes. 4. Emotional unavailability and inconsistent communication. Brianna has also talked about how their breakup was largely caused by Zach Bryan's emotional instability. She described how Bryan would often emotionally distance himself from her when she most needed connection or support. Brianna felt abandoned and uncertain about her position in their relationship as a result of her emotional retreat. One of the most annoying things about any romantic relationship is inconsistent communication, and Brianna thought that Bryan's erratic emotional availability made availability 5. Ignore personal space and boundaries. Zach Bryan's apparent disrespect for personal boundaries was another noteworthy feature of Brianna's relationship with him. According to Brianna, Bryan frequently went beyond her bounds, whether it came to her personal choices, emotional space, or privacy. She says that because Bryan didn't respect her need for privacy or alone time, she felt overburdened and smothered by his demands and continual presence. 6. Variable and unpredictable behavior. Additionally, Brianna Chickenfry disclosed that Zach Bryan's behavior was frequently erratic, which caused their relationship to be turbulent. She talked about how Bryan's emotions would change quickly, ranging from brief bursts of love and affection to abrupt outbursts of rage or irritation. Because of this uncertainty, Brianna felt as though she had to tread carefully at all times because she never knew which version of Bryan she might run across. Dealing with someone who experiences erratic mood swings can be emotionally taxing and physically taxing. Instead of enjoying a harmonious, healthy relationship, it makes the partner feel as though they are always attempting to control the other person's emotional condition. Bryan's erratic behavior made it nearly difficult for Brianna to feel safe or content in their relationship, so she looked for a way out. 7. Using her image for private benefits. Lastly, Brianna's accusation that Zach Bryan took use of her reputation for his own benefit is among the most contentious parts of her disclosures about him. According to Brianna, Bryan frequently used their relationship to boost his public profile by obtaining publicity or increasing his own notoriety. Relationships frequently turn into public spectacles at a time when celebrities and influencers are continuously scrutinized. But given the trust and sensitivity that accompany any love engagement, Brianna's assertion that Bryan exploited their relationship to advance his own standing feels betraying. For Brianna, this was an obvious indication of Bryan's manipulative tendencies, as using a partner for selfish purposes shows a lack of genuine concern or respect. Final thought. Revealing a star. Many fans who earlier thought of Zach Bryan as a pure-hearted country music artist with a poetic touch have surely been stunned by Brianna Chickenfry's public criticism of him. Brianna has shown a side of Bryan that deviates from his public image through her open disclosures. A distressing image of their relationship is painted by the allegations of emotional manipulation, public contempt, inconsistency, and exploitation, which depict a guy who abused his celebrity status to exert control and influence. Although relationships are intricate and multidimensional, it's vital to keep in mind that Brianna's story has undoubtedly led many people to wonder about Zach Bryan's actual character. Fans of his music and persona may find the narrative his ex-girlfriend told them to be a painful wake-up calls. Regardless of whether these disclosures damage his career or not, there is no denying the effect they have on his public image. In order to regain her voice and move on, Brianna Chickenfry probably found that telling her side of the tale was a cathartic step. Zach Bryan, on the other hand, is now exposed not only for his actions in this relationship, but also for the more sinister aspects of his reputation and character that many people were unaware of. Let us know in the comments what you think about the Zach Bryan Exposed by Ex Brianna Chickenfry. He is the worst, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.